So I'm here for a interview. I went to a temporary agency yesterday, and they scheduled me for an interview at this filthy company. I'm just gonna be working in the warehouse, but yesterday when I went to the agency, I was there for maybe 3 hours or close to 3 hours. No anxiety, no is this is not the same place I went to last time for an interview. But even if I don't get this job, I'm still happy that I still went for the interview. Still looking for another job. My other job I'm working at currently is part time, so this would be a full time job. I was hoping it would be a part time, so I can just work two part time jobs. But for me to work two jobs again, I had worked two jobs once before, and I'm not trying to like overwork myself like I used to. Because my previous job, there was days that I would have to be at work for like 10, 12 hours, sometimes even 6 days a week. So that's why I was hoping it would be two part-time jobs, which would equal to one full-time job instead of one full-time job and one part-time job. But like I say, I'm happy even if I don't get the job. I'm happy that I still came here and attempt to look for another job. That's all that matters to me right now is getting back to how I used to be. I'm not 100% over my anxiety. I still get the symptoms, sensation here and there, but a lot of them are gone, and the ones that I used to get really bad, they're not as bad as they used to be. But like I mentioned, I'm no longer depressed. I'm no longer waking up with negative thoughts. I'm not having a hard time sleeping anymore. There's times I can sleep for 8 hours and not even wake up you know in the middle of the night and have a hard time falling asleep. So I see a lot of improvement in myself, the way I see myself. I see the old me, not 100% the old me, but you know um I'm getting there. Like I said, sometimes it takes time, but once you realize that you got better, and then you're gonna look back and say, "Oh my God, I did it." No matter how long you think it takes, as long as you try. Sure, there's times that you might have a day that your anxiety was even worse than it was before. There might be days that you say, "Oh, I give up," and then you're gonna be like, I'm never going to get over this. I was like that too. There was times that, you know, when I start walking around my neighborhood, I will say, I'm never gonna get better. I'm just walking around my neighborhood. Then I realized I had a hard time just going to the front door. So every little step you take, it helps. Before I would just stay in my room with my doors closed, with my headphones on, and just listen to music and sit down or lay down on my bed. And I wouldn't even really want to talk to anyone. I just kept myself isolated away from everyone. I couldn't even handle watching TV at times, and I couldn't understand. I couldn't even use the computer. Any little thing could trigger my panic attack. Just the slightest noise would wake me up in the middle of the night, and then I couldn't go back to sleep, no matter how tired I was. I didn't even want to drink water because every time I drink water, I would think I would have to run and use the bathroom, things like that. So, like I said, getting over your anxiety might take some time. Everyone's different, but you just have to believe that you can do it. Because at first, I didn't think I was ever going to be able to do the simplest thing. Just sitting in my backyard gave me panic attacks, so I stopped sitting in my backyard. Watching TV gave me a panic attack. I stopped watching TV for like a month, and I couldn't even sit down using the computer. It gave me a panic attack. Everything made me panicky. It didn't matter what. Getting off the bed, trying to like just walk down to my kitchen to get a cup of water gave me a panic attack. I didn't understand, and you know the first step for me was just get off my bed, make it out my bedroom door, and go from there. As if you can't if you can't sit in your kitchen without panicking, that's the first step. Go sit in your kitchen. You don't want to say, "Oh, I'm just gonna go straight out the door, forget sitting in my kitchen." You know, sometimes you're gonna panic even more. Just wherever you feel like you're panicky, the longer you can handle it, the easier it gets. It might feel really bad at the moment, but after a while, your brain gets used to it, and then you no longer fear, and then all those symptoms will slowly go away. Sometimes when I'm driving and I feel the panic coming, I don't head home. I just keep going. I go farther away from home, and then the panic goes from really bad to completely gone. And I will say to myself, that wasn't as bad as I thought. And that's the only way you can get over it. I don't take any medication for my anxiety. I don't see a therapist. I don't see a counselor for it. But I just go out and let myself know, hey, I'm okay. No matter how scary it feels, no matter how hard I think it gets, as long as I go out and try my best not to let it get to me, that's the best thing I can do. But that's the only thing I can say to get over your anxiety is face it head on instead of running away from it. But other than that, I'm about to head in for my interview.